Good afternoon. How may I help you?
I'm Dave Larrabee, and I just heard that Jenny Thibodeau is not being rehired as a softball coach. I'd like to take a look at the minutes of the meeting where that decision was made.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Larrabee, but I can't give you that information. It's privileged.
Privileged? My daughter has played for Jenny for 3 years now, and they really got a shot at a conference title. But not if Jenny isn't at the helm. Even the principal said she should be rehired. Listen, I pay taxes here. I have a right to know what's going on.
I'm sorry. This is a personnel matter that was decided by the school board in executive session, so those notes are not made public.
This is really important. We haven't had a conference title in any sport for years. Jenny means a lot to my daughter, and to the other girls too. They've worked really hard and gotten better every year. Jenny does a great job with them. No one understands what this is about. Unless it's because Sam Pearson is mad because his kid didn't make the team, and he's using his position on the school board to get even. I'll bet you he voted against her.
I don't know how he voted. And as I said, those discussions and votes are confidential.
What is this, communist China or France or something? We elect those people. We pay your salary. We have a right to know what's going on. We'll see about confidential. You're going to see 100 people at the next board meeting, and they're not going to be very happy, and they are going to let you know come budget approval time.
As much as we might sympathize with Mr. Larrabee, the school board clerk in this case is correct under Maine law. Maine's Freedom of Access law does contain exemptions that allow governments at all levels to keep some information confidential. Personnel matters are one of those exemptions. In fact, the school board has no real choice in this matter. It is obliged to keep the discussion of certain personnel matters confidential, including why a coach or a teacher or other employee's contract is not being renewed. This exemption is based on a section of the law that says this: an executive session may be held only if public discussion could be reasonably expected to cause damage to the reputation or the individual's right to privacy would be violated. In this case, the school board apparently determined that public discussion might have that effect, and so went into executive session, and is therefore not obligated to provide Mr. Larrabee with a record of that session. Perhaps Mr. Larrabee would be glad to know that similar confidentiality requirements would apply to any discussion of whether a student, such as his daughter, were to be suspended or expelled from school. In short, discussion of certain personnel matters can and sometimes must be conducted in executive session and are therefore not available to the public, although any final decision on a contract or other hiring decision must be made in an open session, even if the discussion leading up to the decision was not open to the public.